Lesson 22. What I see is a form of vengeance.
Hi there. Are you ready for another intriguing and possibly uncomfortable truth about the real responsibility we all have for our lives? Let's embark on an enlightening journey with Lesson 22.
What I see is a form of vengeance.
What a bold statement, isn't it? How can this be possible, you might wonder? Yet, if we examine our perceptions of the world from this perspective, things might begin to make more sense. Lesson 22 explains that this is how we are likely to see the world if we harbor attack thoughts in our minds. Yesterday, we began exploring our feelings of anger, attempting to search our minds for thoughts that typically trigger such reactions within us, ranging from mild irritation to intense rage. For each of these, we expressed our willingness to see things differently.
Lesson 21. I am determined to see things differently.
Today, we strive to better understand what's happening in our minds, attempting to comprehend how our mindset shapes our perception of the world. The anger that arose from errors in perception, which we harbored in our minds as thoughts of attack, is then projected onto the world. As a result of this unconscious process, we now see that same anger transformed into vengeance and turned against us. And since we now perceive that we are being attacked, we might feel the urge to defend ourselves, believing we are justified in doing so. This, in turn, generates more attack thoughts, which are also projected into the world, further fueling this increasingly vicious cycle that seems to never end. We can put an end to it though. How can we do that? By changing the way we perceive things. By asking to see things differently. If we fail to do this, we'll remain trapped in this cycle of attack and counterattack thoughts, and with us, our entire world will be trapped too.
What peace of mind is possible to us then?
It's only natural to yearn for an escape from this savage delusion. How wonderful it is to learn that escape is indeed possible. That this entire vicious cycle of attack thoughts and the counterattack manifestations of those same attack thoughts is merely an illusion. That it is not real. We created this illusion, and we have the power to dismantle it as well. Everything we hate, everything we would attack, everything we fear, simply does not exist.
What I see is a form of vengeance.
Let's commit to practicing this exercise at least 5 times today, dedicating a minimum of 1 minute to each session. We'll start by observing our surroundings, letting our gaze wander gently from one object to another. As we do this, we'll say to ourselves,
I see only the perishable. I see nothing that will last. What I see is not real. What I see is a form of vengeance.
Let's do it together a couple of times. Look around and allow your eyes to move slowly from one object to another. While doing this, let's say,
I see only the perishable. I see nothing that will last. What I see is not real. What I see is a form of vengeance.
if there are people around us, let's casually include them in our exercise if we feel like.
I see only the perishable. I see nothing that will last. What I see is not real. What I see is a form of vengeance.
At the end of each practice period, let's conclude by asking ourselves,
Is this the world I really want to see?
amazing, isn't it? Doesn't all this open up a whole new world of possibilities for our lives? Haven't our horizons been broadened quite significantly right now? What if, on this incredible journey we've embarked on, we master the process of dismantling that vicious cycle of attack thoughts that manifest themselves in our world? Shouldn't a much more peaceful and beautiful life await us once we commit to taking full responsibility for our thoughts? You're doing fantastic. Keep it up, and see you tomorrow for another powerful lesson. Quick reminder, if you haven't yet watched the introduction to this video series, be sure to do so, as it lays the foundation for our journey together. Just click on the video link that will appear on your screen shortly.
Did you enjoy the video and find it helpful? Please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day. And if you've been with us for a while, please consider supporting the channel. There's a lot of love behind these videos. Check out the video description for more details.